Princess Leonor's response nobody saw coming. The palace was silent. The cameras were ready. Everyone thought they knew what she would say. But then, she spoke. And the world froze. This, no one saw coming. The world has been watching Princess Leonor for years, waiting for the moment she would step into her power. But no one expected her response to come now, or to strike with this much force. Leonor, the future Queen of Spain, has always carried herself with grace, dignity, and quiet strength. She has grown up under constant watch, every word measured, every move analyzed. And yet, when she was faced with a moment of truth, she didn't hold back. This was no carefully scripted royal statement. This was personal. It all started with a question that caught everyone off guard, one that hinted at tension in the palace, one that pressed on the future of Spain's monarchy. Many expected her to deflect, to smile politely, to move on. But Leonor didn't flinch. She took a breath, looked straight into the cameras, and spoke. Her response was calm, but sharp. Soft, but unshakably strong. She didn't just defend herself. She defended her generation, her role, and the future of Spain. It was the moment that turned a princess into a leader. Royal watchers gasped. Journalists rushed to rewrite their headlines. Social media exploded with clips of her words, every phrase dissected, shared, celebrated. And here's the thing, this wasn't just a soundbite. This was a manifesto. Leonor spoke of responsibility, of duty, of service. She reminded the world that being future queen is not just about wearing a crown, it's about carrying the weight of a nation. She acknowledged the challenges Spain faces, from division at home to uncertainty abroad. She promised to stand for unity, for dialogue, for hope. But what made this moment unforgettable was her humanity. Leonor didn't speak as a distant royal. She spoke as a daughter, a sister, a young woman who knows what it feels like to be watched, judged, criticized. She admitted it hasn't been easy. She admitted she has felt the pressure. And then, she said something that left the entire room silent. I am not here to be perfect. I am here to serve. It was the kind of line that sends chills down your spine. Her words were not just heard, they were felt. And they sparked questions no one had dared to ask. What does this mean for the monarchy? For her parents, King Felipe and Queen Letizia. For her younger sister Sofia, who has quietly supported her every step of the way. The cameras caught a glimpse of the king's reaction. Pride, relief, a hint of emotion in his eyes. He knew this was the moment his daughter truly stepped into her destiny. But behind the pride, there was something else. A question. Was the world ready for a queen this bold? The answer came quickly, in the roar of support from Spain's youth, who flooded social media calling her, our queen already. Yet not everyone was pleased. Critics accused her of being too political. Some said she should have stayed silent, stayed neutral. But Leonor's response was crystal clear. Silence was no longer an option. She followed her words with action, making an unscheduled visit to a youth center the very next day, meeting with students, listening to their concerns, and promising to keep the conversation alive. This wasn't just a moment, it became a movement. Newspapers across Europe called it the Leonor effect. Commentators compared her poise to Queen Elizabeth in her early years, to Crown Princess Mary of Denmark, even to Diana's ability to connect with ordinary people. But Leonor isn't copying anyone. She's forging her own path. Her words ignited a sense of hope in Spain that had been missing for years. People who had grown cynical about the monarchy suddenly saw a reason to believe again. And here's the most surprising part. This wasn't a one-time event. Since that day, Leonor has doubled down. Her speeches have become more focused, her presence more commanding. She has embraced her future with a quiet confidence that feels unstoppable. It's not just Spain that's watching. The world is taking note. Diplomats have praised her ability to connect with people across generations. Royal families from other nations have reportedly sent private messages of support, congratulating her on the courage she showed. And for those close to her, this has been a deeply personal transformation. Her mother, Queen Letizia, has long been known for her strength and determination. But now, it's her daughter leading the way. Her sister, Infanta Sofia, has been her constant companion, and it's said that the two spoke for hours the night before Leonor's statement, Sofia encouraging her to speak her heart. This is not just the story of a princess. It's the story of a family, a country, and a crown at a crossroads. The response that nobody saw coming has now become the defining moment of her young life. And if there was ever any doubt about whether Leonor was ready for the throne, there isn't anymore. She is not waiting for the crown to lead. She is already leading. And the world is watching, and waiting, to see what she will do next.